Well, hi there, Mr. Thompson here with a video math lesson on a mean, median, and mode, also known as measures of center. All right, we use mean, median, mode to kind of look at what the sort of middle, the center values are in a set of numbers, in a set of data. Okay, hence the name measures of center. That's why they are called that. Okay, so let's look at each one of these one at a time. Okay. The mean, to get the mean, and by the way, mean is another way of just saying average. When people say average, that's what we're talking about, mean. A numerical, sort of a mathematical average is also called the mean. Okay, it has a symbol, it's an X with a little line over it. Okay, and the way we find it is that we take the sum of all the values we have. Okay, or in other words, add them up, right? That's what sum means. Add up all the values we have and divide by the number of values that there are. Okay, so for example, one time that the mean is used quite commonly is in like grades for a class. Okay, so say you had 3 tests, right? 80%, 70%, and 92%. All right, what would if you want to find the grade based on these tests, then what we usually do is average them. Okay, we find the mean. So we want to add these all up. Okay, we're going to add the 3 of them together and divide by 3. Okay, 80 plus 70 is 150, plus 92 is 242. All right, so 242%, and we're going to divide by 3 because there is 1, 2, 3 of them. All right, so 242 divided by 3 is about 80.7%. So that is the mean. Okay, median. What is the median? The median is the middle value when the values are placed in order, when all the values are kind of put in line together in order from smallest to biggest. What's the middle one? Well, if we put these in order, 70, 80, then 92, right? Smallest to largest. The middle value is 80. So that's the median. Okay, I should say if there is more than one middle number, so if we have an even number of values, right? If there was, say, a 96 over here, right? Then all of a sudden 80 wouldn't be the middle anymore. It would be both of these two. Okay, 80 and 92 are both in the middle. What we would do then is take their average, or find the mean of those two numbers. Okay, and we'll see that in an example soon. Okay. First, let's talk about mode. Mode is defined as the most common value. So whatever value is that there is the most of. Okay. So in this case, there's actually no mode, unfortunately, and that arrow is not pointing to the 80 or anything like that. It's just pointing to this whole set. There is no mode in this set because there's only one of each. Okay. So there's nothing that's really the most common. There's the same number of each value. If there was another 80 or another 70 or another 92, then whatever it was, it would be the mode. Okay, so there will be a mode in our next example, so let's look at that. Okay, problems with that use mean, median, mode will say something like find the mean, median, and mode for these numbers, and here's a whole bunch of numbers. Okay, I won't read them out, but there they are. So we need to find each of these things for these. So for the mean, we're going to add them all up. All right, so let's look. 11 plus 3 is 14, plus 6 is 20, plus 13 is 33, plus 2 is 35, plus 3 is 38, plus 8 is 46, plus 7 is 53, plus 8 is 61, plus 12 is 73, plus 5 is 78, plus 3 is 81, plus 7 is 88, plus 10 is 98, plus 4 is 102, plus 5 is 107, plus 9 is 116, plus 4 is 120. So 120. How many are there? We're going to divide by the number of values there are. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, okay, divided by 18. All right, so 120 divided by 18 is 6.7. So that is our mean, our average, 6.7. Okay, median. All right, for the median, we're going to need to write these out in order. So what we need to do is go through and find the smallest values, kind of tick them off or circle them, or I'm going to underline them in red because I can, and to note that I've already used that number. So we have 1, 2. Okay, that's the lowest number. There's no 1, there's no 0, there's no negatives or fractions. So 2 goes first. Okay, I have 3 threes. 1, 2, 3 threes. So I'll put the threes. Okay, I've got a 4. 2 fours. All right, 2 fours. Okay, 4 and 4. I've got 2 5s. Okay. I've got 1 6. 1 6 goes there. I've got 2 7s. Okay, 7 and 7. Okay, I've got 2 8s. 8 and 8. I've got 1 9. 1 10. 1 11. 1 12. And a 13. And that is everything. Okay? That's all my numbers in order. And one way you can do it, and there's a few ways you can do this, but I just like to cross off the smallest and the biggest, and repeat. Keep doing that until, or you could underline or circle or whatever. Keep doing it until I've either got 1 or 2 numbers left. The other way I could do it is, of course, I know I have 18. So 18 divided by 2 is 9. So I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I know because that's the first of my 2 medians. Because there's an even number of values, I know I'm going to have these two numbers are going to help me discover or determine my median. Okay, so I go up to the 9th digit, and that's the first one. And of course, or you could go 9 this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You get to the 7. Okay, so there's 2 medians here, 2 numbers. So as I said before, we're going to find the mean of these 2 numbers. So 6 plus 7, there's 2 of them, divided by 2, which is 6.5. Okay, another way to do that is, basically the average of 2 numbers is always directly between them. So halfway between 6 and 7 is 6.5. Okay, remember halfway between 6 and 8 would be 7, right? Halfway between 6 and 9 would be 7.5, right? So this is, a good way to make sure you're getting the right number. Okay, so there's our median, 6.5. Okay, how about the mode? Okay, well, there was 3 3s and there was only as many as 2 of anything else. So the mode is 3. Okay, that's the number there's the most of. It's the most common value. There's 3 of them, and there's not 3 of anything else, just 1 or 2 of everything else. Okay. I should say, though, if sometimes there can be 3 3s and then 3 5s. Well, if there's 2 modes, we call that bimodal. Okay, bimodal, 2 modes. When you get into graphing and drawing diagrams of data, you might see sort of a different way to define bimodal. But if you have 2 modes, it's bimodal. If you have more than 2 modes, it can there can be more than 2 modes, and be you wouldn't call it bimodal, but you could call it multimodal or something like that. But anyway, that's all there is to it. Mean, median, and mode. Good luck, and we'll see you next time.